Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. Today we'll be looking at the concluding part of how I arrived at this gown. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then let's get straight to the tutorial. To begin, the first thing we are going to do is to join the front. You can see that I padded it, and for the center front I left out 1 inch, and that's because our pad is not supposed to get into the sewing allowance there. So we're going to be joining that center front now, and the first thing we are supposed to do is to create that opening on the neckline. So I'm thinking of making use of 6 inches. Okay, so now you can see I've joined the right side to right side, and I want to sew it now. You can see that I left out the 1 inch straight. Okay, we added that when we were cutting. Now I decided to make use of 5 inches. Now from that point I'm going to sew down. I'll leave that up opened, and then I'll sew down on that 1 inch line that I have there. So I'll do that now. Press it out, do the same thing for the lining, and come and show you. Alright guys, so this is it. I've joined the front, and I did the same thing for the lining. Next thing is for us to join the side front. I'll just keep the rest aside. Okay, can you see? Now for your bustier, it's recommended you join from the hem. So that's what I will do now. I'll also repeat the same thing for the lining, and then I'll come back and show you. You are joining on 1/2 inch. Okay. Okay guys, so this is it. Can you see? And this is our cup. This is how our cup looks. Okay, so this is our lining. The next thing will be for me to flip the lining over the top, right side facing right side. Now we want to neaten the neckline. Okay, so just like I did, we'll sew the neckline on 1/2 inch, and then when we get to that center front, we'll continue on that 1 inch that we have there. We are sewing out the 1 inch completely. Now this is the center back also. We'll also neaten the neckline on 1/2 inch. So I'll do this together, and then we'll come back to continue. Okay guys, so this is it. Can you see? I've knitted the neckline, and I've done the same thing for the back also. Now the next thing is for me to come with this velvet bias strip that we'll be placing on that center line there. Now you're placing it on both sides of that line that we have on the center front there. So you sew one on each side like so. Can you see how I'm trying to show you? So you're going to have one on each side of that line and the neck opening like this. So I'll do that now, and then I'll come and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, can you see? This is what I was explaining. Can you see how it looks? Now the next thing will be for us to join the shoulder, the front and back together. So we'll be joining on the shoulder. So I'll do that now, and then we'll come back to join the skirt part and continue. Okay, alright guys, so this is it. I've joined the shoulder, and our dress is taking shape. Now for the skirt, this is for the center front. Now all I'm doing is to create a notch on the center front there, so that I can determine the middle point. I did the same thing for the lining. Okay, now this is the back also. We'll be joining the skirt part to the back. So I'll do all of this now and come back. Okay guys, so this is it. Can you see? This is what we have, and this is the back. Now the next thing is for us to join the side seam. You want to make use of your bust circumference, your waist circumference, and your hip circumference to do this. So you join both side seam together, front and back, and then repeat the same thing for the lining. Fabric to fabric, lining to lining. So I'll do that now, and then we'll continue. Okay guys, this is it. I've joined the side, and this is what we have. Can you see? Done the same thing for the lining also. Okay, so now the next thing will be for us to come with the gathers. I've gathered all the fabric together, and I did that off camera. Just run a loose stitch on top and then pull it together. If you have a ruffler foot, it will also help. Okay, so all I just did now is to pick the center front of the dress, and then I picked one edge of the gathered fabric, the remaining part of the gown that is gathered, and then you sew them together like so. Make sure you follow the shape of that skirt part that we have, that basque effect that we have there, and then you follow it all through until you get to the other edge of your gathered fabric, and that is the other end of the center back of the dress. Okay, so I will do that now, then come back and show you. Okay guys, so this is it. Can you see what we have? Our dress is almost ready, and can you see our basque effect there and the gathered that we have added? Now this is the lining. I repeated the same thing for the lining, and this is the back. Can you see? So the next thing now will be for me to close the back. I'll measure out my zipper allowance, how long I want my zipper to be. My zipper will be getting to the hip line. Then I'll sew the remaining part and then fix my zipper. Then I'll fix the sleeve. I don't want to show all this one again because they are just normal thing that we do for a gown. Then I'll fix the sleeve and then fix the feathers also, and then I'll come and show you how the finished gown is. You know, our sleeve is a long sleeve, so you just turn it with your lining and then you fix it to the dress and you sew your feathers on it. Can you see? So this is the finished look of the gown. For the feathers, you want to use hand stitching. It's easier that way and it lasts, or you can make use of your glue gun